Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, DeLand Showcase didn't show much. 3/4 of a NASA Super Guppy. First B-21 on track for December unveiling. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. DeLand Showcase didn't show much. After the departure of event organizer and manager Jana Filip for new digs at Sun and Fun, many thought that the annual Deland Sport Aviation Showcase was toast, ANN included, and based on their first showing, maybe they are. Despite spectacular weather, the revamped Aero Showcase was sparsely populated and attended. Barely more than half a dozen real players in the sport aviation community showed up, with little more than a dozen airplanes in total, and attendance, even though the gate fee was nixed in favor of free admission, was light. Originally, excessive exhibitor and attendance charges caused many to cross the event off your list for a potential visit. High points were the first public display of both the 915 IS-powered Magnus Fusion 212 and the Monterre MCL-1, both of which are on our must-fly list for the near future. Displays featuring the Flight Design F2 and the Aerosport Bushcat also proved popular. A much-awaited display of the Heron small turboprop engine was a bit of a disappointment since the display was static and unattended by anyone who could detail the program. Also there were Duck Propeller, Technam, and Aero Adventure. Several other promised vendors were no-shows. And after the break, Amazon Air to lease 10 Airbus A330s for prime service.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. Amazon Air to lease 10 Airbus A330s for prime service. Amazon is stepping its air cargo service up a notch with a firm agreement to lease 10 A330-300 P2F freighters from Altenvair. The aircraft will go towards bolstering Amazon's one-day prime delivery goal for participating customers, among other cargo commitments. The expansion comes as little surprise to those familiar with Amazon operations, given rumors of slackening time windows for some areas as the wider logistics chain suffered under increased load and delay. Universal Avionics completes Aperture System. Universal Avionics has announced the completed development of its Aperture Visual Data Management solution, now moving on to production. The Aperture system has been an object of interest for a major avionics OEM, and Universal says it's just the first of many to express interest in its capabilities. Soon the initial product line will be released to the public, with factory installations on new aircraft in development as part of a factory flight deck offering. Corporate Angel Network unveils new logo. Corporate Angel Network unveiled its new logo at their annual Fund and Angel reception held as a part of this year's NBAA base. The network successfully raised $500,000 for its mission, enabling it to further arrange for cancer patients in need of treatment to use corporate jets on a space-available basis. The Angel Network has provided transportation to those in need of specialized treatment for more than 4 decades, helping to minimize waste and match passengers with empty seats across the country. Florida Fish and Wildlife buys Cessna Caravan. Cessna's Caravan is the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's newest selection for its airborne fleet. The Caravan will join a pair of Bell 505s. The Caravan has remained popular as a reliable, dependable, rugged utility aircraft, better than ever after years of refinement. Textron made the sale earlier this week for a single aircraft outfitted with a standard suite of Caravan features like its 675 horsepower PT-6A 114A turbine engine and glass panel avionics. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. 3/4 of a NASA Super Guppy. On October 20th at 11:24 a.m. Kennedy Space Center time, November 941 November Alpha, the NASA B377SGT Super Guppy departed KSC. The departure was normal with a left turn to the west. Shortly after departure, the aircraft turned to the south and then back to the west before turning to a return course to KSC. The Guppy landed normally at KSC at 11:47, with one engine appearing to be inoperative. Although NASA has not confirmed what happened, sources on Twitter state that there may have been an engine fire detection alarm and the crew responded as per standard procedures. At last report, the aircraft is on the ground awaiting servicing. The Guppy had reportedly just delivered an Orion heat shield. NASA 941 entered service in 1953 as a United States Air Force Boeing C-97G Stratotanker and was later converted to an enlarged cargo carrier for the Saturn rocket's S-4B stages. In 1965, the Guppy concept was enlarged from a 19-foot diameter cargo hold to a 25-foot hold. Additionally, later Allison T-56 turboprops were used to replace the piston engines, and the Super Guppy was born. The Super Guppy has continued to support NASA and DoD needs for 6 decades and will likely carry on after minor servicing. After these messages, first B-21 on track for December unveiling.
Are you tired of tucking your phone under your headset to make a call and having cords and adapters strewn about the cockpit? Experience wireless cell phone communications and your personal music with Pilot Communications BlueLink 2. BlueLink 2 gives you a wearable link to 2 Bluetooth-enabled devices at the same time and can even control your phone and music. Use BlueLink 2 with your existing headset or a Pilot Communications headset from pilot-usa.com.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor, a commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Welcome back. First B-21 on track for December unveiling. On December 2nd, Northrop Grumman will roll out the first B-21 Raider from Air Force Plant 41 in Palmdale, California. Announced earlier this year, the U.S. Air Force will show off its survivable long-range penetrating bomber to an invite-only crowd. The new 6th-gen aircraft will undoubtedly be a subject of worldwide interest, but some photographers may be crestfallen at the images released of the brand-new, long-awaited aircraft. In an effort to guard some of the Raider's secrets, pictures will be limited in resolution and scope, with the event's images likely to remain the biggest release of imagery for a while afterward. The important news is that the event is still on for the first week of December, as outlined by USAF personnel last month. The first B-21 is a work in progress even still, requiring its last battery of engine runs, taxi testing, and ground evaluation as it prepares for its first test flight. The aircraft that will be presented will not have taken flight anytime soon. That milestone remains somewhere in the midst of 2023. Currently, 6 B-21 stand in various stages of construction, though how far along in the process remains undisclosed. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!